You were the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening and a very warm welcome from the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff.
So it was quite weird to play a World Cup in France, but a quarterfinal in Cardiff. Most important was reaching this goal to play against you.
But it's a strange situation here in Cardiff for France. They're the World Cup hosts, but unless they can find an inspired performance tonight, they're in grave danger of going out of their own tournament on a foreign field.
It was special for me, this game, because in 2006 we played against you, in Lyon.
Yeah.
And we lost by 40 points. And I was fired of the team, after this. Yeah. So
did you not play the following week in Paris?
No, because I was out.
Oh,
all the way out,
okay.
And it was my third cap, and basically it was because of me we lost the game. Wow. Anyway.
When we came to the tournament, we didn't really think about the potential that we could be playing France in that quarterfinal. When we did, we were like, oh, this might be quite handy that we're not playing at Stade de France, in front of your home crowd. But to be honest, the noise in the crowd was, Alain Le Bleu was drowned out any Kiwis, I tell you.
And what I remember, it was when we met for the haka, the flashes in the crowd. Now it was like, wow, it was going to be something really special, because I think it's one of the best teams I ever played,
And of course, the French lining up right on the halfway line to take up the challenge of the haka.
That atmosphere, like the
No, it was great. You see the flashes now in the crowd. I remember that was like, oh. I remember I was in front of Luke McAllister.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can remember I used to talk about that with him. His eyes, like I want to eat your lungs, like. Wow.
Well, the French have obviously decided that they're not taking a backward step even before it all began.
Seeing you guys line up with the 30 in red, third white and blue, right in our face.
It was a way for us, to show you that we were going to have a great game together to this day.
Wearing the grey jersey, it was sort of like not the usual All Black thing to wear. So.
About the grey jersey, the chief of the delegation went, during the week and told us, okay, we have to be respectful with the AB, so we're going to let them to play now in black. I said, no way, no way. No, we're going to play in blue, and they're going to play whatever they want to do.
Falls over. Stay on, thank you. Kelleher, McCaw in at the fly half position, Carter in the centre. Oh, and releases McAllister, and McAllister again. Collins, beautifully done, and does he get over? Yes, McAllister, I think, got in.
Well, McAllister had given France one warning just a couple of minutes before. His angle was terrific. He came in on a short ball on the angle, and he picked up Jerry Collins and also supported him. What a great piece of play by the centre. There's Collins as well, and McAllister shouting for it. and that's a fine try. On the line is definitely a try. Well played, New Zealand, in particular McAllister.
I thought we started reasonably well. We sort of got into the game and it actually relaxed us a wee bit. And we scored a try and sort of, but
you scored a try and it was really quick. In fact, I say it's going to be a long night. And I remember what Fabien Pelouse, one of the most experienced guys, in the teams, told us the night before. He said, "Okay, we don't care about what's going to happen the first 5 minutes. They have 10 points before. It's okay. Don't worry. We're going to come back." He gave us, this confidence that we were able to do this, whatever the scenario were. I thought about this. Okay, relax.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. That started well. We're going to see what happens next.
Another really good take from Ali Williams. And he hadn't got back on side, so it's advantage to New Zealand. They're really running a ball. They'll go back for the penalty, and back they go. Dusautoir was the man.
You hit him that hard that he ended up with a bruise on his leg, and he ended up not finishing the game. And I reckon that was quite a significant moment in the game in the first half, where one of our guys that used to do that to others got it done to him.
I didn't even think about that. You say, okay, he's out. Okay, he's one of the most powerful guys of the team, so you have to go, really, really hard.
In the big games, it comes down to some individual little moments that on their own may not be that significant, but you put in the context of they can have quite an impact. We went into half-time, the scoreboard was a little bit closer, you had a bit of momentum, like you'd defended a lot, and then all of a sudden you went far behind the scoreboard, and we were like, and at half-time, one of the guys that was in the team in '99 that lost, it was Byron Kelleher, he made the comment, he goes, "We can't let what happened in '99 happen again." I was like, what the hell? Where's that come from, But there's something in his mind that triggered that perhaps it was a similar feeling to what had happened, because it was some of the All Blacks were up in '99 and then it got away on them. And
It's good to see what you're saying, because people think that when you start a game, it's like you start over a game. No, you have the weight of the past. So, but I remember really well this moment, because Soriano came on my ribs.
Yeah.
He killed me, and so I went on the changing room. I was like this, and I remember Bernard Laporte saying, "No, you okay? It's okay for you. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt." It was like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't hurt, but a little bit." It was like, okay, you have to come back and to be harder than him.
But they start again. They've still got control of the ball. This is Sareski. The hooker sets it up. Good ball this time. Elissalde, Josion, this is clear. And in goes Dusautoir. And Dusautoir almost takes the roof off the stadium as the cheers go up. France have breached New Zealand's defence.
How many tries did you do now in your career?
How many?
Yeah.
27 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
Not even 10. So I think
that's quite an important one. You got one there, and then the next.
Once, Clément Poitronneau, with the fullback of the team, told me, okay, I will give you 10 or 20 tries of mine, for this try. I said, okay.
I've been captain full-time for a year leading up, and to be fair, it had been reasonably straightforward. We'd played some good rugby, and the team been winning, and once you get to the World Cup, and on that day, it was sort of like, was it just business as usual? And just after I scored that try, I remember starting to go, man, this isn't panning out the way, and I'd perhaps anticipated. I just thought we were going to go and perform well, and even if it gets a bit wobbly, we'll just keep working at what we're doing. And as that second half went on, I started to go, and then I think everyone started to feel the pressure building, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't know what you do here. but everyone was looking at me going, what do we do as well? And that was the feeling that I always reflected on afterwards, is not so much that we got beaten, it was actually the fact that we're standing out there when it was starting to not go our way, not knowing what to do.
When you have nothing to lose, it's quite easy, in fact, no pressure. Most of the people doesn't understand the mental part of the game, you know. They think that if you well prepared, if you're fit enough and you have a good game plan, you're going to win.
Go your way, yeah.
But they don't understand that it's like, it's about a confidence.
Yeah, and often people say, well, why didn't you do that? You know, you go, I was trying, but, you know, when you can't get any front foot ball or whatever, you just can't. But you would have found, as maybe in that period, when you started to get some momentum, it actually becomes a bit easier, you know?
Yeah, because you're feeling now the energy is okay, and you can see in the eyes of the opponent, like, okay, he's starting to ask himself some questions, you know? So you're starting to feel that there's something happening.
Two's in.
Yes, it's either the charge down or the intercept or a glorious individual run, isn't it? But I'm worried about this French scrum. That looks better. Not ideal, but better.
Oh, and in comes Damien Trey, using his pace. Well, it might have been a touch forward, but he got away with it. Michelin, then pass inside, and Josian over. Well, immediately, the pace and the penetration of Michelin counts.
Well, this one was unexpected, in fact. And you told me that I know in New Zealand says there's no come.
Or full pass, yeah.
It wasn't, maybe, honestly, I was now in near the action. I didn't see that, but in fact it was unexpected. You know, it was like, okay, we scored, okay, great, and when we scored, I was surprised, you know, because we, as we said, we didn't have the ball, so we scored again. Okay.
Well, that's the moments in games, you know, like you haven't had the ball, but you get one chance, and bang, that can be the difference. And
I don't remember who said that. Okay, now they're going to be really pissed, so we have to be ready for for the kickoff.
Yeah. But we started to think about what I can do individually, and I felt like in that last 15 minutes or however long it was, we tried to, you know, make the miracle play rather than sticking to really building pressure again and, you know, the momentum thing. We had a couple of opportunities when we were inside your 22 potentially to have taken a drop goal. But we'd never practiced it, never talked about it. We'd never won games because of it. So I thought, if I say that, does that mean I'm panicking?
To make a drop, you need to have the opportunity to do that, you know. But people don't see that we put a lot of pressure on the rucks.
Absolutely.
You had a line, you know, ready every time, you know, to put the pressure on the number 10. They don't understand that.
Yeah, because that's what it felt like, is we just couldn't get any momentum. So like the breakdowns are all slow because of the way you defended and attacked the breakdown, and so we were always flat-footed, and you were like, it just felt like running into brick walls.
Do France have it? For a moment it seemed as if France had it. The All Blacks got it back. McAllister through the middle again. Lays it back. That was a penalty probably, I think, against Aeronautica, not given. Oh, and they've lost it forward. And this is going to be it. Alexander is just going to run the ball on the bench into the stand. And France are still in the World Cup. New Zealand are absolutely staggered. They cannot believe it. The run goes on. They have not won the World Cup since 1987. At the end of the first half, they look odds on here, but France have done for them again. Incredibly, France have run out victors by 20 points to 18.
Well, extraordinary scenes here in Cardiff. Dejected faces one side, unbelievably happy faces the t'other.
We never imagine, you know, the impact for you, in fact. I started to understand this, understanding this, a few years, after that. For us, it was an important game.
Yeah, but you don't think about what the opposition has to deal with.
No,
yeah.
It was like, of course, you were disappointed because you were thinking that you were going to win this game. But I couldn't imagine the impact, for you and for your country because of this game. In fact,
It was so straight away afterwards. I was sort of like, we're going home on Monday. That was my first thought, which is. Yeah, crazy. That's the first thing you think about. But it was like, and then the next thought was, all my family are going to Paris next week. What am I going to do? It was funny how those weird things come into your mind. But it was, I think for me, it was just disbelief. It was like, how could we,
I didn't know that, but we both stopped the competition this day. In fact, both teams. Because we put so much energy in that, we were so happy of that for the semi-final we lost,
And that's what's unique about World Cups is winning a quarter-final or a semi-final, no matter how well you play, means nothing.
Exactly.
No one remembers that if you don't get the job done necessarily.
And I remember at the end of the game, you accepted to swap the jersey. I remember that I said to one of the older guys, like, you think that they would be happy to swap my jersey, his jersey with me? And he said, okay, the All Blacks never swap their jersey, so good luck for you, and good luck today. They would not accept it. And I remember you were really kind, all of you. I remember that the guys, welcomed me in your changing room, and you were nice enough to. Maybe you wanted to just to.
I want to get rid of it. Yeah. The grey jersey. Yeah,
I can imagine. But for me, I said, okay, this guy is quite class, at this moment to accept, to stop.
Just where Graham Henry was really good as a head coach. Like, he got up, not long after a loss, and you imagine what the disappointment was like.
We'll be scarred for the rest of our lives, and I mean that. Part of our dignity and part of our composure and part of our ability to live on the world stage and be respected is to make sure that we don't bitch and moan. I don't think this country would be respected for it.
He goes, we're going to make sure we handle this with dignity and, just acknowledge what the French had done. And I'm pleased to hear that there was that feeling from your point of view, because it was certainly something that we didn't want to look like sore losers. I remember looking at the World Cup as you walked out going, wow, this is real now.
Well, the challenge has been received.
But everybody was saying, okay, they don't deserve to be there.
Well, cometh the hour, well, cometh the man.
I kind of had a bit of a moment where I was like, this is happening again.
All they've got to do is kick it out. Do they know it? Do they know it, though?
Finally, we're here. We're going to play a final against New Zealand. It's incredible, no?
Dusautoir, the captain.
Do you wish you're still doing it?